Okay, so on to the new bit. What do we do when we've got a repeated factor? Well, I'm going to go through this in some detail in the lesson, but for now I'm just going to show you how to do it. If it's a single repeated factor, we actually put the linear part of the factor, the square root bit of it if you like, and we put the squared factor. So these are our partial fractions. So the way that we work it out is we put it as a over x minus 2 plus b over x minus 2 squared. So in the same way as before, we write it as 3x minus 1, and we've got a over x minus 2 to start with. So that means when we multiply by the denominator, we will have an x minus 2 left. But as b is over x minus 2 squared, then that's just plus b, isn't it? When we multiply by the denominator, the x minus 2 squareds will cancel. So if x equals 2, we get 6 minus 1, 5 equals 0i is b. And then to find a, we can actually give any value of x. So maybe just say x is 0. So if x is 0, make it nice and easy. We get 0 minus 1 equals minus 2a plus 5. Take that over to this side, we get minus 6 equals minus 2a, which implies that a equals 3, doesn't it? Minus 6 divided by 2. So we end up with 5 for b, 3 for a, so it's this one here. If we have a linear and a square factor, we have to put the linear factor down, the linear part of the squared factor, it's square rooted if you like, and the squared factor. So that's our format there. And we would write this one as 3. We would have a over 2x minus 1. So we would be multiplying that by that plus b, well that's the linear factor, so we would have to multiply it by 2x minus 1 and 1 of the x plus 1's plus c. It's already over x plus 1 squared, so it would just be 2x minus 1. X equals minus 1 would 0 this bracket and 0 this bracket, giving us 3 equals minus 2 minus 1 minus 3c, so c equals minus 1. X equals a half. We'll 0 this bracket and this bracket so we can find a. that would be 1.5 squared, which is 9 over 4a. Well, that means that a equals 3 divided by 9 over 4, which equals 3 times 4 over 9. We can cancel a bit there, can't we? Which is 4 over 3. So a is 4 over 3, c is -1. We can then use x squared terms, what we normally use, isn't it? We haven't got any x squareds on the left, so we've got no x squareds there. We would get a single x squared here. We would get 2x squared times here, wouldn't we, for b? And we would get, we haven't got any x squareds here. So our x squareds equal a plus 2b. So naught is a plus 2b. And then if we put our value for b in, for a in even, we get naught equals 4 over 3 plus 2b. So that implies then that b equals minus 2/3. So we can see there 4 over 3 for A, minus 2/3 for B, and -1 for C. Past exam question, so have a go at this, and if you can do this, then you'll be ready for the lesson. Okay, I'll show you the answer. Hopefully you've been successful there, and this is what you should have got.